Hey guys, we're back with another episode of Tacoimposters. Clothes are in my way. Can I get him to stay like behind me? No, nothing I can do about that. And the light, because I want it better for the light. See, light works pretty good here, but stuff anyway. Stuff here anyway. It's that straight. There you go. Yeah. I don't know exactly what to talk about. The Atari VCS just came out, which I've already talked about and how that's just basically just a computer. From what we know, it's a Linux computer. That's all it is. Running like a skin over it, and they give you like a sandbox mode. Atari was like, they give you a sandbox mode to let you like. Oh yeah, so it's sorry before I continue. January 16th, 2021. Yeah, and if anything's different, it's because I'm recording on a different camera again, the mini DVD camera. So yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. So they give you like a sandbox mode for the VCS, Atari VCS, and people just figured out, oh, that's just Linux. Oh, so it's a computer. Oh, I see. Which I don't know. I don't know if it's the worst thing ever, but I don't know. But Atari, because the VCS is one of those products like the Chameleon or the now the other one's called the Intellivision Amico. I think it's called the Amico. Anyway, and the thing there is, those products, the Chameleon never existed, never came out, never was a thing, never existed. But the Amico apparently, Intelligent Amico, apparently is supposed to release. They just have no date for when it's supposed to release. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, is it actually going to release? That was the thing with the Atari VCS. Everyone was like, is it going to release? Is it a thing? Or are they just saying a bunch of hooey and then the product's never going to show up, right? Never going to exist, right? Then people were speculating, skeptical, and almost afraid, like, oh, it's never going to come out, right? Where in retrospect, it was probably going to come out. I don't know. I feel like there was no problem with it. Like, it was probably going to come out, but I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. But anyway. And so it's out now, and people are making reviews like, oh, is it a good product? I haven't watched any reviews yet, because I don't really care. But, is it a good product? Is it going to come out? So, unlike the other ones where it never was going to come out, they just kind of like, bam, it's going to come out now. And you're like, oh, really? Like, yeah, oh yeah. It was very much just like, bam, and it's out now. And everyone's like, oh, it's out. Oh, okay. If it's out, it's out, you know? So, hey, yeah. I don't really care for it very much, but like, I don't care too much. But I mean, it's okay, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea what it is necessarily, because it was very vague also on what Atari was telling us. Yeah, it's going to this, that, and the other thing. And for so long, they started telling us things like, come on. Anyway, telling us things like, well, it looks cool, and this is what the controller's going to look like, and it's going to look like this, with wood grain and this, and it's like, yeah, but if there's no games, or no software at all you're telling us about, other than this, like, sandbox stuff, and it's like, basically it's Linux, then what's the point? Like, I don't care what you keep telling me about, stuff, you know, what about hardware? I don't care. I don't care. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, so, I don't know what else to talk about. Nintendo, I'm just reading off of the random, like, headlines for different things about, pop culture and all that. So, like, one right here is, where did I just put it? 4K Nintendo Switch. I think they were talking about that. I think someone somehow leaked the fact that they're making one. They're making, like, a higher quality Switch. But that's about all we know, from what I know. From what I've heard, it's all we know. It's like, oh yeah, it's going to be a higher quality Switch, and that's about all. Like, that's about it. So, I don't know exactly what that would entail. Do we need a 4K Switch? I feel like, I don't know. For what reason, though? Nintendo's never been the company to make nice, like, higher quality things. It's usually smaller. I mean, they make because that's the thing. Even if you go for something like, oh well, they made the DSi XL, and they made the 3DS XL, and it's like, and then the new 3DS XL and the 2DS XL. And it's like, I think it was XL or maybe new 2DS. I'm not sure if there was an XL for that. Anyway, yeah, but from what I've heard, they're the same resolution, just bigger. They're not better quality screens, from what I heard. I don't know if that's 100% true, but yeah. So I don't know. Nintendo's never been a big person on making like, oh, now we have a different, higher quality model, but both Sony and Microsoft have done it, so maybe they're realizing maybe we should make one. Like, maybe we should make one. No, maybe we should make a higher quality one. I don't know, maybe because they made the Switch Lite, right? And everyone was just really, everyone predicted one or the other, a portable only, or a high quality version. Now here's what I would say. If you're gonna make a high quality version, like a 4K version, right? Obviously, I don't think they're gonna make Now you probably could. I don't know technical stuff, but I don't think they were gonna make a handheld 4K. It would probably be like 1080p, and then it upscales to 4K on like a screen, on like this TV. But what I think they should do is scrap the handheld altogether and make a 4K just console box thing. Basically, just take the dock, make it like that shape and that size, and just put the Switch into something like that looks like that, and then there you go. So that you have three options. You have all the people who just want it portable, all the people who just want it on your like a console on your TV, and then all the people who want like the hybrid for the original one, and leave it for a while and see how it goes. That's what I feel you should do, because I don't think there's a point to making a 4K portable one, because what's the point? People are content. They're fine with the way the Switch is now. So what's the point of making? Because I don't think they're going to make 4K on what's it called? On handheld. I mean, you probably could. I don't know the technical details on that, but you probably could. But I don't think they should do that. No, they were going to do that. No, not particularly. Maybe they'll blow us away and make a really nice quality handheld. I don't know, but Anyway, I don't know. That's what I think they should do. Not that I'm the authority on like best quality and like the best ideas, but hey, it's not that bad. Hey, I don't think I'm just like a normal person who's like, I would buy one. Would I buy one? That depends, because it would probably be more expensive too, wouldn't it? Probably. See, when I heard the Switch Lite, I was like, oh, so it's going to be cheaper. Oh, great. I can, and I thought it was going to be significantly cheaper, because in Canada, you buy it for $3.99. A Switch is $3.99 Canadian, which is like, ooh, that's a lot. Because I think you can get a Switch for either $250 or $200. No, sorry, $250 or $299 in US, but Canada, nah, forget it. It's $3.99. So it's expensive. So when I heard, oh, Switch Lite, and I heard it was going to be cheaper, I'm like, oh, so it's going to be like $150, right? No, it's $250. I think. The best I saw was $250, but I think I saw it for $299. And then it ranged between $250 and $299. So, and I've seen everything between $249, $269, $279, $229, $219. I've seen everything. So, yeah. So, yeah. So I was like, oh, come on. So it's really not cheaper. It's like, no, no, it's not. I was like, oh man. Well, so this would probably be more expensive, right? But maybe it'd be worth it. Maybe it'd be worth it because it would be better quality and people would justify a more higher price for a better console. And don't just make it better like quality. Make it, better resolution like 4K. Make it actually a better quality console. Now don't do crazy, but kind of do like the 3DS XL, new 3DS. Right, the new 3DS was only a little bit better. But certain games utilize that now. I don't know much about it because I never got a new 3DS. I still have my original 3DS. But I did hear that it was like not like crazy better, but noticeably better. Like, oh, that's better. But the kind of better where you're just like, is it better? Oh, whoa, that's too high. Is it? But I mean, is it better in the sense of like, it's one of those side-by-side comparison kind of better, where it's like, okay, with it side-by-side, right, I can tell it's better. But if you just handed me this and went, here, and I'd be like, oh, it's a 3DS. This is a regular 3DS game. Apparently, what I've heard. So, I don't know. I've never played a new 3DS. Or maybe I have in like a kiosk or something. I don't know. Anyway, so. So yeah. Maybe just do that. Make it like just a little bit better. Better processing, better whatever. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know. That's what I'd say. And yeah. Yeah, so. Yeah. Where is it? On the 20... Yeah, I did. I wonder what I think. Where is it? Trying to find something. Oh, I heard Cyberpunk. I mean, I'm not going to talk a lot about Cyberpunk, but I've heard Cyberpunk 2033 is just, or 2077 is a ridiculously hard game to play. Like, to run on a lot of things. I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, yeah. DSiWare games were removed from the eShop, I think, on 3DS. Now, those, because I remember, I think I either, maybe I just asked myself, or I thought to myself, or I looked myself, but I think I remember asking one of my friends, are there any actual DSi games? Because that was the thing. I never saw a single DSi game. And I think there's like, technically 3, and 2 of them are not North American. I think one's Japanese and one's European. I'm not sure. No, I think that's okay. I think I actually heard that there were 5 games. And like 3 of them were not North American. So North America got like 2 or something. Or maybe they got 3, I'm not sure. Anyway, there was like a stupidly small amount. But there were a lot, like apparently there were a lot of DSiWare games. DSiWare was basically WiiWare, but for the DSi, obviously, you know, DSiWare, WiiWare. But I never heard anybody ever talk about those games. I'm sure there are some gems, right? Some hidden gems. But I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think anybody's going to be like, no, my favorite game's gone. No. I mean, they might go, oh, I like that game, or oh, come on, oh man, you know. But I don't think they actually. They actually are going to be like up in arms about them being gone. I don't know. Let me look up some DSiWare games. Okay. Oh, woo. DSiWare games, come on. List of DSiWare games and applications. Oh yes, there are also applications. And some, okay, there's some things, like maybe some of those like programs, or I don't know what they are, so, but let me just look. List. No, falling all over me. No, actually it's not. Okay, let me see what they got. So they have, let's see. DSiWare games. List of DSiWare games. Here you go. Let's see what we got. We got Crystal Maze Collection, Mini 101 Mini Golf World, Shark Pets, Shot. I wish I could see pictures of these games. Because I don't know what any of these are. Puzzle Fantasies, Mahjong, A Fairy Tale, A Kappa's Trail, Adventures in Vegas, Slot Machines, AI Race Tunnel, Airport Mania. First, wait! Is Airport Mania the one that I played on... No. I played a game on 3DS. No, not at all. Not at all. Where it was like you were a... not a flight attendant. You were a air traffic control pilot? Expert? Air traffic control person? And you basically just brought in all the planes. Oh, you know what? They had a unique way of doing the whole demo thing. They let you... Now, they didn't let me play the full game, but they let me play certain games, certain amounts of time. So I could play it in times. So I could play it like 3 times, or 10 times, or 80 times, or something, you know? That was interesting. I thought that was interesting. Anyway, for the DSi and... 3DS and games. Anyway. And demos and stuff, I don't know. See, I don't know what any of these games are. Battle of Giants, Dragons. Picture, please. Yes, I know. I want pictures. Ugh. DSiWare games. Here you go. DSiWare games. Let's see what how it's gonna look up. Oh yeah, Minions March Again. I think that was a DSiWare game. Oh, Flipnote Studios. I know that was a good one. People liked. Trying to see. I never used it, so I don't know. I never had a DSi because I thought it was stupid. I think I've said this before. I thought it was the stupidest, absolutely stupidest thing ever. I was like, what's the point of this? Now, I don't think it was worse, but I'm like, what's the point of this? Here we go. Good. Got some pictures now. Peacock. Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Minis March Again. Okay, Dragon's Quest Wars. Oh, people like Dragon's Quest. You know what the problem is with this? You know what the problem is with this? It's Nintendo removing something, but not giving us another option, way of doing something else. Like, they're not going to put those... I mean, I don't know, maybe they are. But from as far as I'm concerned, they're probably not going to get rid of, like, remove... Or, sorry, going to give us a different way, another way to play them, right? There's probably some way, like WiiWare games, where you can get them, you know... Maybe you can probably hack your 3D, DSi. I don't know. Maybe you can, like, throw them on a 3DS, hack 3DS. I don't know how to do this. Maybe with an emulator to play them. I don't know. But, oh, wait. Okay, I just saw a game here. Anyway, it's like the stupid emulation stuff where they like sue emulation websites. Hey, can't use our can't be distributing our ROMs, and like they have the right to do that. But give us a legal means to play these games. Then we will always resort to doing it, like ripping the ROMs or playing it illegally, if there's no legal way to do it. I'm sorry, no. Like, you don't have a good argument for that. Now, you mean you do, obviously, legally. But come on, Nintendo. Be a good person and just do it. Stupid. I don't know. Anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, so. See, I saw a game here, Photo Dojo. I think it was something to the effect of, if I'm not mistaken, it was something to the effect of, yeah, like Face Raiders, but in, like, dojo, like, fighting game form. I think so. Yeah, it looks like it is. You take a picture of yourself, I think, and you could, like, fight with yourself. See, look, it's a fighting game developed by... Photos are required to download. Points are required to download. What? Tell me this. Huh. Give me a better description of this game. whatever, it's not telling me. I think it's where you take a picture of yourself, and you can like play your character as you or as someone you're taking a picture of. I think. I'm not 100% sure. Then you've got like stuff like WarioWare Snapped. All these little ones. Oh yeah, WarioWare Snapped. Yeah, yeah. Bomberman Blitz. Okay, maybe. Like then you're saying stuff like Mr. Driller Drill Till You Drop. Look like kind of like a Tetris kind of game. There are actually quite a lot of DSiWare games. Wow. Wow, that's a lot. Is that music making rhythmic? Oh, Brain Age Express. Okay, I didn't hate Brain Age. I got it for with my DS originally. That might have just been it was the only game I had, and so I had that kind of like, I will play it and I will enjoy it kind of attitude with the game. But I didn't think it was horrible. I mean, yes, it got old fast, but I mean, it wasn't the worst. I don't know. DSiWare. Whitewater demo. Game & Watch helmet? Interesting. Starship Patrol. Art Academy. Guitar Rock Tour. Like a ripoff of Guitar Hero. Some of these I don't know if are actually DSiWare. All DSiWare. Popular on the web. I don't think so, no. There was a Four Swords Adventure. Wait a sec. Four Swords Adventure on this? Oh yes, I think that was the one that they released eventually on Anniversary Edition. I think it was the one they eventually released on 3DS. Which, oh my gosh, that's a good game. That's not the best Zelda game, but I liked how different and unique it was. That one, the Four Swords Adventure on 3DS. Asphalt 4? Oh, people like the Asphalt series, so. Yep, Mario Donkey Kong. Plants vs. Zombies. Now, that was really popular at that time. At that time, it was like, holy crow, it was crazy popular for some reason. I have no clue why, because I remember just being like, what's the point of this? Also, because I think I don't like tower defense games, and so for me, it was just like, oh, this is so stupid. I don't like it. It's boring. Because to me, I hate real-time strategy games. No. I hate turn-based strategy games. Sorry. I love real-time strategy games. Turn-based strategy games and tower defense. Those are the two. And RPGs. Sorry, I can't do any of those three. I'm sorry. Now, there are exceptions. Obviously, Pokemon RPG. Some real-time. No, sorry. Some turn-based I can do, and some tower defense, but most of the time, no way. They had Animal Crossing Clock. They had Game & Watch Chef, Game & Watch Donkey Kong Jr. Okay. Calculators, Animal Crossing calculators, and Brain Age Express Math. What else? Okay, so I mean, Puzzle Quest, Challenge for the Warlords, Real Football 2010. I mean, they look like decent games. I don't know. I've never played any of them, so. Brain Age, Express, Arts and Literature, Calculators, Castle, Conqueror, Dragon's Quest Wars, Game & Watch, Manhole. Looks okay. The Game & Watch things maybe, but again, you could pull the Game & Watch. The price is right. Anyway, it's lots of pages. Anyway, but the Game & Watch stuff, though, they should have put on the. I still think that they should have put it on the Game & Watch handle that they came out with, but hey, what are you gonna do? They didn't, so. Shantae Risky's Revenge. I don't know. I don't think a lot of the really good stuff is really gonna be missed necessarily. Dr. Mario Express, like, oh, that was a really good game, but did you really care? Not that it's awful, or not that it's a good thing that they're getting rid of them necessarily, but. You think people are going to be like, no, I don't think so. You know, not that you shouldn't be mad that they're getting rid of them, but it's one of those things where you only miss it when it's gone. So only miss it when it's gone. You know, you're only gonna complain now that they're getting rid of it. But for so many years, it was still there, and you never played it. So, right? It was one of those things. I don't know. Stupid in my opinion. SteamWorld Tower Defense. Oh, the SteamWorld is that SteamWorld Dig? No way. Let me just check. I don't think so. Oh, it looks like it could be SteamWorld Dig. Honestly, I don't think it is, but SteamWorld Tower Defense is an action-packed strategy game for the Nintendo DSware, set in a wondrous world of steam engines, brass, and polished wood. You take the role of sheriff of the Cowbots, the robotic monster race of SteamWorld. I don't know. But some of the more unique ones, or the different ones, I feel like people are going to be like, well, how am I supposed to play this now? I want to experience it now. I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe buy them, I don't know. Like, maybe you could still buy them, or, I don't know, by now, but maybe they're gone by now, but maybe you could have bought them before they were gone. I don't really know. Anyway, that's just that. I always thought the DSi, like I've said before, I thought the DSi was stupid. Just dumb. Because to me as a kid, I was like, DSi? Camera on your DS? Why? That's so stupid. But then also there was a little thing in the back of my head that was like, yeah, but it's a camera with your DS. That's pretty cool. Like, you know, it's not the stupidest thing. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool. It was probably also the thing where I knew that I was never going to get one. In the sense that even if I did think it was cool and I, like, asked my parents for one as a kid, they would have just been like, no, why? No, I'm not going to buy you one of these. Why would I buy you one of these, you know? Anyway. I think that's why I didn't like them. I had that, like, idea of, like, oh, what's the point? It's stupid. But also but even if I did like it, I would never have gotten one. Or would never have gotten one, so. Anyway. So, yeah. Yeah. So. I only ever knew 2 people. No, maybe I knew one more other person. I think it was only 2, though. That had one. The, like, not the rich kid, but the kid who got whatever he wanted kind of kid. In the sense that if he wanted it, he just got it at my pool. And and then one of my actual friends. Because I wasn't friends with that kid at all, really. I mean, I didn't hate the kid. But that's the thing with summer pools. At least where I was and my generation of summer pools. It was very much, they're like local city summer pools, right? Yeah, right? And, the thing there was, you kind of just hung out with whoever you hung out with. You found people to hang out with. Like, at least, maybe it was just me, but I didn't have friends to bring to the pools. I just, like, hung out with whoever was at the pool a lot of the times. Yeah. I did make friends at the pool, right? But whenever those friends weren't there, I just, like, now, it sounds like I'm just like, oh, I'll just grab whoever will hang out for a while and I'll, like, throw them, like a used tissue or something. But, no, I'm not trying to say like that, but, I mean, I just pulled whoever was there and I was like, hey, you want to do something, hang out, whatever. I don't know, I was easily, like, entertained, I guess you could say. I could just, and easily just, I could pull someone and just do stuff with them. I don't know. So, yeah, that kid, I didn't hate that kid, but that kid was not exactly my friend, you know what I mean? You ever have those things where, like, you hang out with a kid, but he's not really your friend, necessarily? You just want him for whatever reason. Kids do it all the time. They do the thing where they go to someone's house just because they have something. I don't like you, necessarily. We're not necessarily friends. But I like the fact, but I want to hang out with you, but I want to go to your house because you have whatever it is. A pool, a trampoline, remote control cars, a video game system that nobody else has, a movie theater, a pool table, whatever, right? Just pick something and they use you, you know? They use you for just like, oh, they use you because you're like, oh, I don't really like you, but hey, I'll hang out with you because you have cool things that I don't have or whatever, right? And they could be the most a-holes of a-holes, right? But you just like intolerate it because you're like, hey, you have cool things, so I don't know. And a lot of times it's a kid who just has not everything, but just gets whatever he wants. Those kind of kids are the ones I don't know. I did not have everything I ever wanted, obviously, but I did know people who had lots of like things all at once, multiple things, and I was like, and there was a time when I did hang out with certain people because they had certain things. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, definitely. Not that I didn't grow to be their friend. It's remember the first time I went to one of my friend's houses? He had the Xbox Connect, and we weren't exactly friends, right? But I kind of went to their house because he had the Connect, and I played it, and I went, "This is a cool." I distinctly remember thinking, "This is a cool concept, but the games are terrible. But the games are not great. This is a really interesting concept, really cool concept, but the utilization is also dumb too." I remember thinking, "This is dumb," in the sense that I'm jumping and flipping and clipping and like I don't even know. Because I remember because I was okay with the soccer one because I was playing a soccer game, right, where I kicked the soccer ball, right, and I was and then it was like. Then I moved on to like a adventure or like sports adventure game, or I don't remember what it's called. But the one where you're on the raft and you have to jump and make the jump to make the raft jump, right? I was like, okay, it is kind of a little bit dumb, but it's not the worst. And then I got to the racing game and I was like, okay, this is stupid. This is dumb. I remember at first being like, oh wow, this is cool. And then like by the time I finished I think it was the first race, I went, no, this is kind of dumb. This is kind of dumb. Because you had to like do this and then like this. And it was one of those things where it wouldn't register 100% correctly if you didn't do it properly. So if you did stuff like this, right, and like this, and like unaligned, it didn't do it perfectly. It didn't pick it up exactly correct. So I remember just being like, okay, wait, this is actually pretty dumb. I'm sorry. So that was one of my friends, I remember that. I mean, I grew to be friends with the kid, right? And like, pretty good friends with the kid too. It's just, at first I did use him because he had an Xbox Connect. But he never had any good games on the Connect. I remember that. He had all the Connect games. He had a Connect, right? He had a Connect. Or he had an Xbox 360 for Connect. I never played a single game that wasn't Connect with that kid. I remember that. Distinctly remember that. And I was always kind of a little bit like, what? Don't tell me. He used it like a Wii in the sense that it's all the kids' games, all the little, like, whatever. And I'm like, can you get some better games, kid? I remember that. Can you get some better games? You have an Xbox 360, and you don't have any Xbox 360 games? What the heck? At least not that I remember. Maybe he did, and I just never played them. I have no idea. But I was like, whatever. Anyway, I don't know. So yeah, there's always those kids, where kids do that all the time, where they're like, oh, you have something because, or I like you only because, or I want to hang out with you only because you have stuff that I want to use or play with. Like I remember the other friends from the pool, right? The friends that were actually friends at the pool, right? It evolved into this, I don't like you anymore because you're turning into complete a-holes. But you have cool things, like they had PS2 and Wii. They were the first Wii I ever played. I remember that for a fact. These friends. There's an older brother and a younger brother. Anyway, and they had the Wii first, and that was the first time I ever played the Wii. And I was like, now this is cool. Because I remember that. I remember going, now this is cool. This is cool. This is cool. Because I was like, why can't it just be like because I remember the Xbox Connect was going, why can't it just be the Wii? Why do these games suck? Why do these games suck? And then I saw all the commercials for stuff like the Star Wars game. I saw, a commercial. Now, it might have been a fake commercial. I don't know, fake trailer for something. But it was for GTA on Connect, and I remember just being like, that seems like a cool thing. And then the more I thought about it, the more I went, wait a sec, no, that's so stupid. It was the same thing as the car one, where you like, right, racing, and then, but there was also like shotguns and guns and, which seemed like a cool idea, but then you just look at it and you go, you just look like an idiot. At least the Wii, you had a thing you were holding, so it's like, it didn't make you look as dumb. Like when they did light gun games, at least they were in like some sort of like piece of plastic, whether it was Link's crossbow training or like the hunting games or the skeet shooting games. They were at least in a thing so it looked like a gun. This just looks stupid. Boom, boom. I don't know. Running around your living room just doing that? I don't know. That's just my opinion. I don't know. Maybe people love that. Maybe there are some people who love things like that, like the Star Wars, where like, I don't know. But I thought it was dumb. Anyway. But I remember distinctly hearing about. I remember distinctly when the first time I heard about the Kinect. It was on Daily Planet. If you remember that game. Remember that show on Discovery Channel. And it was basically. I remember it was a very early thing, and it was like Microsoft is coming out with a game system without controllers, and I went, how? How? That's impossible. That's absolutely impossible. The Wii. Because I thought. Wireless controllers, like that's possible, but no controllers? How? And I remember at the beginning, they were testing different things. The clip I remember watching from Daily Planet when it was still in like testing phase and we were still in like their like production, they had like an exclusive look at it, and it was things like they had like wristbands or reflective wristbands on, and they're like, maybe we'll have to do this, and they had like different things on, and I was like, oh, we're gonna have to wear stupid stuff. But then when it came out, I was like, oh, you actually made a game system with no controller. Wow. Okay. Wow. But then there were no good games for it. None. I mean, there's some decent games, but most of them were just kind of terrible. And then you get into things like the PlayStation Move, and that was a joke. That was a complete joke, and it never took off, really. Never. As far as I know, it never really took off. And I think the reason was because it was just a bad version of the Wii. At least the Kinect was trying to do something completely different than the Wii, in the sense that, we're going to do it with no controllers. So we're going to do the same kind of concept, but be different with it. The Kinect, the Move, basically just went, now let's just rip off the Wii. And have even worse games than the Kinect. I was like, how? Oh my god, they're so bad. At least the Move, the Move controllers can be used for PlayStation VR, so there's a use for them. But for actual just Move, like PlayStation Move, forget it. It's terrible because it's basically, literally. I remember distinctly thinking this too as a kid. First time I saw the Move, I went, you literally ripped off the Wii. The only way you're getting away with this, the only reason you're getting away with this, is because it's got a rubber ball on top. I'll show you what a Move controller looks like. It looks like this. PlayStation Move. Let me see what it looks like. It looks like this. This. And it had a nunchuck too, didn't it? There you go. Yeah, it had a nunchuck. I was like this, okay? And literally, that's just a Wii controller with a freaking... It's just a Wii controller with a ball on top, a rubber ball on top. I went, you literally ripped off the Wii. What do you do? How is this even legal? I was like, how is this even allowed to be a thing? I don't know, I thought it was stupid, but anyway. Maybe there were some, hidden gems, I don't know. But nobody even talks about that in even, the slightest little, even in the slightest, I had one, it was okay. No one talks about it. At least with the Kinect, even the best games, or the worst games, are still just funny. Or, amusing to, try and get to play, where it's, your hand motions and all that, but... And there were a lot of games where it was kind of just, this have to be motion controlled? Kind of like the Wii, where this has to be motion controlled. Really? Why? This is anyway. I don't know, but anyway, like Connect the Moles. A lot of people complain stuff like Connect the Moles. Why does it have to be motion controlled? I don't know. Like the Wii had that problem where every game had to be friggin' motion controlled. Why? Your Wii can be used with other controllers that are more natural, not motion-based controllers. I don't know. Anyway. I think that'll be it for now, guys. In the link in the description, if you want to get in touch with me, there's the email, Tacoimposters@gmail.com. There's the Discord and the Patreon. Please, if you want to see better content, please support me on Patreon. Please, 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 please support me on Patreon. Yeah, I think that'll be it for now, guys. So, adios, mi amigos.